There's no doubt that football and the love of the game is huge here in Thailand and right across Asia. It's for that reason that a new football fund has been launched here in Bangkok. The aim is to attract investors into the whole spectrum of the sport, from players to franchises, clubs, and a whole lot more. Lovers of the game of football can now own a piece of the action in the first ever football fund to offer retail investment in the whole spectrum of clubs, players, franchises, merchandising and other football activities. Behind the London Nominees Football Fund are three of the world's leading experts in both the game and the business of football. Premier League legend Peter Reid, manager and coach of the Thailand national football team, and football veterans Jim Smith and Neil Sillet. All were on board at a recent press event to announce the fund. Joining them, the man behind the project, Andrew Leppard, who says this is the most innovative football fund to date.
The differential of the football fund, it's an alternative investment, something investors are looking for, something different nowadays, something which is going to provide them some steady returns, something with a bit of passion, if you like, compared to the day-to-day equity investment, especially in this economic climate that we're in. And with the lucky enough to be involved to meet Peter, Jim and Neil, with their experience, it gives us a tremendous platform to be able to offer great value investments which are going to make the fund work. So obviously that's the key thing, is to find a team which are going to be in to bring the investment criteria and make investments work and give a positive return for investments.
So why did you decide to launch this here in Thailand?
Really for geographical reasons. Thailand, Peter lives in Thailand, I'm based from Thailand also, so we flew Jim and Neil out. A lot of the talent that we're looking at is identified by Peter, being probably the prime English manager in Asia that's working with the Thai national team and the teams that he come across. It's a prime opportunity to spot talent at good price and push them into opportunities where we can utilise that to make some good returns for the fund.
Now, what sort of investments will the fund be making?
Well, obviously we've got our eye on a few investments. We can't say too much because that'll put the price up, which is no good for the investor. So, but we do have our eye on some championship clubs with a view to taking those championship clubs up to the Premiership, as we do have agreements in place with a few potential managers which Jim and Peter and Neil are aware of, and the talent. So we have a game plan in place already. I'd love to tell you more. Watch this space.
The fund team is focusing its initial marketing campaign within Asia due to Peter Reid's strong connections. An agreement already in place with Manchester United Restaurant and Bar Thailand franchise to develop their chain of outlets, as well as the huge Premier League following in the region. Joining me now is Peter Reid, who is coach and manager of the Thailand national football team. And hello, Peter.
How are you doing?
Very good. And it's very nice to see you here actually supporting a fund that might actually help young players from Thailand.
Yes, I've been very impressed with the technical ability, some of the Thai young players, and this is obviously a fund for investors. And we've launched it in Bangkok. We think there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of talent here, and hopefully if the fund gets enough money and growth, we can invest in possibly a Thai club, you never even know. And academies, looking at academies, and looking at the general aspect of football worldwide, and certainly Asia as well, because I think Asia is still very much untapped in terms of the ability in the young players.
Well, we're sitting here in the Manchester Restaurant and Bar. I mean, obviously Manchester United is a huge phenomenon in Asia. It's do you think in terms of Asian investors into this fund, there's a lot of passion there and interest in the game?
Yeah, I think with the way the financial world is at the moment, and the struggle that people have had, I think this is a diverse investment. I think people who are football fans, it's a chance for them to get involved in the fund, and possibly, like I said before, with if it goes that well, possibly looking to buy a club in even England. I mean, and we all know what's...
Well, that's been done before.
Yes, yeah, well, there's, as you know, there's many. Manchester United are American-owned, Liverpool are American-owned, so why not an English club owned by a fund? Yeah, no, it never happens. But there's loads of things you can get involved in. Tournaments, different franchises, maybe another Manchester United bar in another city in Asia. So there's plenty of things. There's plenty of scope in this fund, and basically it does boil down to football. But there are other business aspects out there as well.
The football industry has grown astronomically in recent years, arguably becoming the world's #1 sport, played and followed in 202 countries around the world, with the European football market in excess of €12 billion in 2006. The fund will focus on tapping into this lucrative worldwide market, where brand loyalty is second to none, and will look to harness the revenue streams generated by loyal fans around the world. For more information, you can visit this website.